Mark Brunell, Jake Browning, the greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Right back to him on the ground. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
That's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He leaves it with his back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Toss sweep to the left. Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Marks. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Between the uprights, it's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And they desperately wanted... return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide out in motion. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab down the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Wants to throw on 3rd down. A little screen to the running back. Discards a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Turns it loose. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Dances away to buy time. And it's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Across the 25, he's got room. First down to start the drive after the break. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
All kinds of running room. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Fast motion from the offense. Jet sweep to the receiver. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Williams will pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Split backs here. The offense will have to use its first. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Using the quick game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Nowhere to move. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
To the ground, he's got it again.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, going up top. Moving out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams looking for a man. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'm trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. A nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Now the play fake. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're bringing heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think.
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Washington. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered in.
They'll go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The run from the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play. You knew it was going to be a pass. You cover everything short. Make something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of the space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Williams will pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes his connection. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 21, USC 17.
Trying to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Caught behind the line. It's Reynolds. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And he breaks into the open. At the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Comes out throwing on first down. A little release to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Out of the shotgun on third down. Extending the play. Got it!
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Trying to barge in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
On second down, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USC. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Let's go. Snap in the shotgun. Takes the easy one to the back. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They want that clock to run.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Trying to get to it. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Williams looking for a man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Williams will pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense coming. Huge fumble recovery.
That's a huge blow, man. You got a chance to go take the lead and put yourself in a position you know you can win the ball game. And now, instead of that, you've turned the football over. Now you're trailing. The defense is going to have to do something special for you.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be